is the sixth cure for a lean purse. Provide in advance for the needs of thy growing age and the protection of thy family. The seventh cure. Increase thy ability to earn. This day do I speak to thee, my students, of one of the most vital remedies for a lean purse. Yet I will not talk about gold, but of yourselves, of the men beneath the robes of many colors who do sit before me. I will talk to you of those things within the minds and the lives of men which do work for against their success. So did Arcad address his class upon the seventh day. Not long ago came to me a young man seeking to borrow. When I questioned him because of his necessity, he complained that his earnings were insufficient to pay his expenses. Thereupon I explained to him this being the case, he was a poor customer for the moneylender, as he possessed no surplus in earning capacity to repay the loan. What you need, young man, I told him, is to earn more coins. What dost thou to increase thy capacity to earn? All I can do, he replied. 6 times within 2 moons have I approached to my master to request my pay be increased, but without success. No man can go oftener than that. We may smile at his simplicity, yet did he possess one of the vital requirements to increase his earnings? Within him a strong desire to earn more, and a proper commendable desire. Preceding accomplishment must be desire. Thy desire must be strong and definite. General desires are weak longings. For a man to wish to be rich is of little purpose. For a man to desire 5 pieces of gold is a tangible desire which he can press to fulfillment. After he has backed his desire for 5 pieces of gold with strength of purpose to secure it, next he can find similar ways to obtain 10 pieces, and then 20 pieces later, and then 1,000 pieces, and behold, he has become wealthy. In learning to secure his one definite small desire, he hath trained himself to secure a larger one. This is the process by which wealth is accumulated, first in all sums, then in larger ones, as a man learns and becomes more capable. Desires must be simple and definite. They defeat their own purpose should they be too many, too confusing, or beyond a man's training to accomplish. As a man perfecteth himself, his calling, even so doth his ability increase. In those days, when I was a humble scribe carving upon the clay for a few coppers each day, I observed the other workers did more than I, and were paid more. Therefore did I determine that I would be exceeded by none, nor did it take long for me to discover the reason for their greater success. More interest in my work, more concentration upon my task, the more persistence in my effort, and behold, few men could carve more tablets in a day than I. With reasonable promptness my skill increased and was rewarded, nor was it necessary for me to go 6 times to my master to request recognition. The more of wisdom we know, the more we may earn. That man who seeks to learn more of his craft shall be richly rewarded. If he is an artisan, he may seek to learn the methods and tools of the most skillful in the same line. If he laboreth at the law or healing, he may consult exchange in knowledge with others of his calling. If he be a merchant, he may continually seek better goods that be purchased at lower prices. Also do the affairs of man change to improve, because the keen-minded men seek greater skill, that they may better serve upon those whose patronage they depend. Therefore I urge all men in the front rank of progress, and not to stand still, lest they be left behind. Many things come to make a man's life rich with gainful experiences. Such things as following a man must do if he respects himself. He must pay his debts with all promptness within his power, not purchasing that for which he is unable to pay. He must take care of his family, that they may think that and speak of him well. He must make will of record, in case the gods call him. Proper and honorable division of his property be accomplished. He must have compassion upon those who are injured and smitten by misfortune, and aid them within reasonable limits. He must do deeds of thoughtfulness to those dear to him. Thus the 7th day and the last remedy for a lean purse is to cultivate thine own powers, to study and become wiser, to become more skillful, to so act as respect for thyself. Thereby shalt acquire confidence in thy to self-achieve thy carefully considered desires. These then are the 7 cures for a lean purse, which out of experience of a long and successful life I do urge for all men who desireth wealth. There is more gold in Babylon, my students, than thou dreamest of. There is an abundance for all. Go thou forth and practice these truths, that thou mayest prosper and grow wealthy, as is thy right. Go thou forth and teach these truths to every honorable subject of his majesty, may also share liberally in ample wealth of our beloved city. Alrighty folks, that was episode 4 of Elude's Citadel. Actually, that was episode 5. Next episode in 6, we're going to do Meet the Goddesses of Good Luck. And that puts us about halfway through this book. Very interesting read so far. I'll probably listen to this back a few times myself, and I recommend you do too. And you're welcome to read along because I got the text up on the screen. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys.